I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Kim.
And we're pharmacy students from the University of the Pacific.
So, long time no see.
It's been several months.
And a year.
A year?
The last video we made was in 2013.
Okay, but that's not a year ago.
It was last year, though.
Yeah. So
it's Chrissy's fault!
No, it's not my fault.
It's Chrissy's fault!
It's your fault! You went away! You went to Travis and left me here in Bakersfield, and...
Who?
What?
Just kidding. Okay, yeah, that was me. But it's still Chrissy's fault.
No explanation, huh? It's still your fault.
We'll tell you why we haven't been making videos. We have two very legitimate excuses. Number one, what's the first one?
Number one, you left me! Kimberly Kwok left me in Bakersfield and went to Travis. So selfish.
Not like I wanted to. I got sent.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
You offered.
I got sent up to Travis because my internal medicine rotation in Bakersfield didn't work out, so I got sent to do it in Travis.
Number two reason is
residency. Oh, residency.
That word just gives me anxiety.
Yeah, so both me and Chrissy, super busy, just traveling to all the places.
Not only, well, we kind of stopped last year because we were too busy with applications, and then...
It was applications, and then it was residency interviews, and then it was...
And then you were gone, and then...
Yeah.
And then
so
this rotation, I don't know what happened. 3 weeks later.
Technically, the thing is, I'm on community, and Chrissy's on hospital.
I don't know why it didn't happen.
So we should be really free.
No, there were still interviews.
Oh,
I still had interviews.
No, we have a third reason. We're doing a health fair.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's on this Thursday. We're really excited.
It's going to be a kids health fair, and it's across the street from our regional meeting place, and it's an elementary school. So hopefully that'll be really fun.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be the first of many, because we were planning on doing more.
Yep.
Now we're back. We're going to be doing more videos, so stay tuned. Thank you for sticking with us, our lovely, lovely subscribers. Oh, and by the way, you may notice we have a new background. Dr. Patel, this is for you. Yeah, I hope you recognize it. That's all I have to say. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about my experience in Travis. So I did my internal medicine at the Travis Air Force Base, and that was actually really different from any rotation experience I've had here in Bakersfield. First of all, because everybody in Travis, I was at an Air Force base, so everyone was in uniform, and they were trained in combat, and some of them had guns strapped to their legs, and...
You should have been trained in combat.
I know I wasn't. Because they knew that if something ever happened, like, they would feed the civilians to, like, the bad people. And they called us civilians, because we didn't have any training. How dare they?
Civilian student Kimberly.
Civilian student Kimberly Kwok reporting. I learned a lot during this internal medicine rotation. One thing that I learned is that in the military, if you practice medicine in the military, you can't get sued. Did you know that? So they don't have any malpractice.
That's a nice perk.
Yeah, so they don't need like malpractice insurance or anything. And you get all your health care free. So this is probably why we had an admission for carpal tunnel. But she was an old lady, so maybe they were concerned that maybe if the carpal tunnel might spread and she might get sepsis.
Like osteoarthritis.
Shout out to Dana Castillo.
Hi Dana.
Boba Runs and Panda Express. You know what I'm talking about.
Residency applications was one thing, and interviews was like totally something else. It was very stressful. preparing for interviews. Probably more so than the application itself, just because you're like performing in front of people almost. I don't know, and just being able to talk about yourself. I think I'm a lot more comfortable in the interview setting now than I was before. I think just after like your first interview, then you kind of get over being nervous, and then you just don't really care anymore. Not that you don't care anymore, but like you don't care that it's an interview and it's more like a conversation, I guess.
I struggled a lot with this because I personally know that I suck at interviews. I really suck at interviews, and I think one of the things is because I associate interviewing with like bragging about yourself, and I don't do that a lot.
I think that's hard for a lot of people, just like being able to talk about yourself.
And I don't like talking about myself. I think it's really awkward. So yeah, that's why interviews was a struggle.
Plus yours were all crammed in 2 weeks.
Oh,
and mine
yeah.
were really spread out, so I think
Mine were like all back to back to back to back to back.
But I think for mine, sometimes I would have liked them even a little closer together, because you kind of get out of interviewing mode after like you have like a couple interviews and then you have some like a couple weeks later. So you kind of get out of interviewing mode and then you have to prepare back into it. So it was like, I felt like I had to work a lot harder because I have to keep getting into interview mode like 3 times.
But then on the flip side also, because I had my interviews all back to back, you don't really have time to recover from one, and then you would go into an interview and then you would identify, I guess, like a problem that you have, or, you know, and you want to improve on it, but you don't have time to work on improving. So how you did on the first interview, you would do on your next interview and again. So that's on the flip side of having back-to-back interviews.
I'm glad it's over though.
Yeah, me too. The day it was over, I slept so well.
And now we're just waiting for the match, so...
Oh my god, anxiety.
The match is basically where you make a list of your programs, and the programs make a list of the applicants, and then you get matched to a program. And we made our list March 7th, so that was like last Friday. And technically the results come out next Friday.
Oh my god. So, no, we can't talk about this.
So let's not talk about this anymore. But basically, I don't like being in this position just because it's so hard to like plan your future. Like I can't think about anything besides like what I'm gonna do tomorrow, because I can't make any plans. You never know what's gonna happen.
And just the word match and like residency, really, you felt it too.
Yeah, I know, I felt it.
Great.
It's just this rush of anxiety. Let's not talk about this anymore.
Yeah, let's move on. Next topic. So this weekend, me and Chrissy went hiking.
Yay! Who knew there was hiking in Bakersfield? It was actually more like an hour and a half away.
Technically wasn't in Bakersfield. We went to Kernville, which is off Lake Isabella.
Yeah, but it was actually really nice just to get away because Bakersfield was a little polluted, so it was nice to get to see nature again.
Mm-hmm. It was only a 5-mile hike, like round trip, so it was 2.2 to the cave. We hiked to a cave. The cave was awesome.
It was so cool.
Right?
Cute picture.
Hold down.
Can't nothing bring me down. My level's too
So we saw that cave, and then we hiked back down. It was 2.2 miles. And even though it was only 2.2 miles, it honestly, to me, it felt really long, like more like 20 miles.
I don't know about 20. It was pretty long though. It took us like 4 hours just for that, and a lot of it was like steep incline with like lots of rocks, so
imagine
very
doing
slippery.
Stairmaster for 4 hours.
Yeah.
That was how it felt. And also climbing under trees and on trees.
Thank goodness we started exercising last week.
Yeah, me and Chrissy started T25. If you guys don't know what that is, it's essentially insanity for weak people. It was created for those who cannot take insanity.
Perfect for us. But yeah, I actually like T25. It's nice because it's only 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And there's a modified version during the video.
I love modified version.
So you don't have to do like the intense version.
Yeah, the intense.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like you have the regular exercises that everyone in the video is doing, and then you have one lame person who
No,
can't...
she's not lame.
Oh yeah, she's really
like she's like the best person, but they made her do the modified version, so she does the modified version really well.
So for example, if the regular people are doing jumping jacks, she would just wave her arms, like without jumping. So modified version.
It's nice.
It's very nice.
Back to hiking.
Oh yeah.
I think Kim has some stories.
Oh, okay. I have two very important pieces of advice that I want to give for people who want to go hiking. First advice I have is cut your toenails. Oh my god, you don't think about this, but because the hike was so steep going up, it was very steep coming down, and so all the pressure ended up on my toes, and because I didn't cut my toenails, it was pain. Like, pain. And constant pain too. Like, you couldn't get away from it. It was bad.
I thought the hike was very interesting because a lot of times it didn't seem like there was a very clear path. Like sometimes we would cross the river or like go through all these branches and like trees that were fallen. I was like, this is really the trail?
And the thing is, like, you literally could have died because the road itself was very steep, and then there's no boundary at all, and it's like
it's very narrow, and then
like you literally, like, a lot of times I would walk in because, you know, there's like, it's rocky, so then I'd lift my foot and I guess it might displace the rock and the rock would fall off the mountain and roll forever, and it was very scary. There's a picture that I took on my phone and I titled it Road of Death.
I didn't realize how dangerous it was until like later on when I was going down. I was kind of jogging, running because it was so steep, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this because I could just slip and run off the hill.
I remember my second piece of advice. Eat breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't eat breakfast. I had a glass of orange juice.
Well, okay, not only that, but it was because our friend told us, oh yeah, we're gonna take an hour, 30 minutes to an hour to get there, an hour for hiking, and we'll eat at 1 o'clock.
For lunch.
But we really left at 11, got there around 2, 1, hiked until 5, and then we had dinner. So no one thought we were really gonna not have lunch.
Yeah. And then also he said that this hike wasn't gonna be intense, which I think it was because of all the steepness. So yeah, I only had a glass of orange juice until dinner time. So 2 pieces of advice: eat breakfast and also cut your toenails.
And don't listen to our friend.
Yeah. We are nearing the end of our rotational experiences.
So weird.
Me and Chrissy came up with a bucket list that we wanted to do before we leave. Chrissy, what is on our bucket list?
So on our bucket list, the first thing is to visit one of our subscribers. Drum roll. Annie Quinn!
Yay!
It's her birthday next week, so we're gonna come to San Diego this weekend.
Yeah. And stay tuned, the next one may be you. We also want to go line dancing.
Apparently that's a thing here, or like there's a
Bakersfield.
bar that you can
The thing is,
dancing in.
it actually started with wanting to go swing dancing.
I think they do more line dancing here.
Yeah, and then swing dancing became line dancing. But we're gonna go line dancing, or that's on our bucket list, so hopefully we'll get to do that. 2 of our friends bought new houses, like brand new houses. Actually, one person built his, I think, right?
Yeah, or he was, yeah.
One built his, and then one recently bought one.
Very involved in the building of it.
In the development of his house. And so, we're gonna have 2 housewarming parties.
Yay!
Yay! I'm excited.
So we're waiting for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're all moved in, have furniture. That'd be nice.
Another thing that we've always wanted to do is have a picnic. And so actually this idea came up when it was summertime when we first moved to Bakersfield, but then it got too cold. And now it's warming up again, so this comes back onto our bucket list. And while I was down here, I actually picked up the guitar, or I tried to learn how to play guitar. And I've always wanted to play my guitar outside. So hopefully I'll get to do that during this picnic that we're gonna have, and it'll be a lot of fun.
I think it's getting pretty warm really early because it's only March right now and it's like 80 degrees outside.
Yeah, which is very nice. I like it.
Yeah. And last on our list is to domesticate this one.
I've already domesticated, but I guess I can.
Tell me things that show that you're domesticated.
Well, I do my laundry.
That only started coming to Bakersfield.
And I make instant noodles.
I can do that too.
Well, I'm not comparing myself to you. You're obviously more domesticated. I vacuum.
When's the last time you vacuumed?
When I first came back. So that was 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's decent.
Yeah. But anyway, so Chrissy's gonna teach me how to make one signature dish, and it's not gonna be like lame, like it's not gonna be cereal or anything. It's gonna be like really hard.
No more
like,
ramen, unless it's legit ramen.
Yeah, like lasagna or like buttered chicken or like.
Yeah, so we'll video
something.
that one time.
What? Oh yeah, we're gonna have a competition. We're gonna have Chrissy make it, like her version, and then I'm gonna make my version, and then we're gonna have people taste test it.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing is, this is what I think. I think I'm actually a pretty good cook. It's just I don't cook often. But if you give me the ingredients and you tell me how to do it, I think I'll be able to do it. I think.
We'll see. Good
Yeah.
luck.
So we promise that we'll make more videos, and we're back in the running. You're gonna see us more often, and feel free to comment in the comment box below on things that you want us to add to our bucket list, and maybe we'll, get around to doing it.
Yep.
All right.
See you next time.
Bye.